Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Charlotte. Thank you so much for being here with me again. Today we're going to go over some of my favorite vanilla fragrances for the fall time. If you watch my channel, you know that I love vanilla fragrances all year round, but these are vanilla fragrances that I think really shine in the fall and winter time and are going to take center stage in my fall fragrance wardrobe. Before we get into it, do let me know down below if you have a favorite vanilla fragrance to wear in the fall time. What makes a vanilla fragrance perfect for the fall weather for you? I would love to know. And of course, like the video if you like this content, if you like this topic and would like to see more from me in the future. Let's get into it. So first we have a vanilla fragrance that, to be honest, I wear year round, but I cannot wait to be able to wear it more often in the fall because I do tend to try to not wear it so much in the spring and summer because it's not particularly summery. This is Mon Guerlain, the original Mon Guerlain. I just love this beautiful balsamic aromatic vanilla fragrance. This has a beautiful lavender in it, of course. This is a very popular fragrance for a reason. Not everyone loves it. It seems to be love or hate, but I think a lot of people love this fragrance. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite fragrances. Definitely favorite vanilla fragrances of all time. If you know Guerlain fragrances, this definitely has a Guerlain DNA in there. This feels very Guerlain. This feels very French. This is just a beautiful vanilla fragrance with some lavender, some powdery iris in the mid as well. It has some coumarin or tonka bean as well, which gives it a more caramelized, denser, richer vanilla quality to it. It has some sandalwood in here, but I mainly get that vanilla with the lavender and the tonka bean and the iris as well. Beautiful fragrance, very refined, definitely everyday appropriate, date night appropriate. Basically anytime except for like maybe the gym or something, you know what I mean? Because you are going to be smelt. It's not a beast mode per se fragrance, but it does have good projection in my opinion. It is long lasting in my opinion as well. A staple designer fragrance that I think just shines in the fall and winter. This is Mon Guerlain. I would say that if you want one that really kind of amps up the vanilla and also is exceptionally suitable for the very cold weather and wintertime, I would go with Mon Guerlain Intense. I used to think that I preferred the Intense, but I actually love them both equally. I love the Mon Guerlain original, and it's one of the few fragrances that I think is worth getting the flanker of as well. Like, I don't think it's excessive. Even though I have flankers of other fragrances, I can admit that it's excessive. Like, you don't need all 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever it is. For this, I actually really like and use both the Intense and the original. It's just that the original I will reach for year round, and in the fall time I will wear this one. But then when it gets really cold, December, January, February, I'm definitely going to reach for the Intense version. This is just a lot deeper and richer in the vanilla. Other than that, it's very similar to the regular Mon Guerlain. Both of these have a licorice note as well, which personally I think is just beautiful with that tonka and that patchouli. It adds a depth and a darkness to the fragrance that I really enjoy, and it adds to the aromaticness to the fragrance. But definitely, if you're not a licorice fan, test it out, smell it out first. The licorice is even more prominent in the Intense, but so is the vanilla. So you might not necessarily get more licorice out of the Intense because the vanilla is so strong that it might, you know, kind of overshadow the licorice to your nose. So beautiful, complex, sweet, aromatic vanilla, lavender vanilla. Love this fragrance. If you want a more clean, less balsamic, more slightly soapy lavender vanilla, I would go with YSL Libre Intense. If you're an original Libre fan, now is the time to take out your Intense. Yes, there's also the new Libre Le Parfum that came out. I have not smelled that one yet, but Libre Intense is just a beautiful fragrance. It's definitely probably my preference between the two if I had to pick one. You know, the regular Libre I would wear in the summer, in the spring, year round really. You can really wear it year round, but if you want more vanilla, which I can't say no to more vanilla, go for the Libre Intense. Right now, Libre Intense is just beautiful in the fall time. I definitely think this is the better choice if you don't like any licorice, if you want something a little bit drier. I feel like Mon Guerlain is a little bit more sticky, not necessarily super gourmand, but it just feels more balsamic and deeper and resinous to me, which to me is you know, is amazing, beautiful. But if you want a slightly more modern fragrance, a little bit more clean, crisp, go for the Libre Intense. This also has lavender, but it smells quite different from the Mon Guerlain. Mon Guerlain has more of that powdery iris in there. This is definitely more prominent with the orange blossom and the jasmine, so definitely more white floral, which I think is what gives it that more crisp, clean, slightly soapy edge to it. It's not a soapy fragrance, but you know what I mean. Between the two, this is more soapy, the other one is more balsamic. But that vanilla in there definitely takes it up a notch, definitely makes it more intense, makes it more sultry, makes it more dark, definitely more fall appropriate. Also great lasting power, great sillage and longevity on this and projection, and it seems to be unanimously agreed upon across the board on those fronts. It has a really good reputation for that, and I agree with that reputation. Beautiful fragrance for the fall time. I would say that this is the kind of fragrance I would wear if I was going out all day. I know it's gonna last, I know it's gonna stay with me, I know people are gonna smell me, but I'm also feeling very, it feels very professional in a way, a little bit more like professional, work appropriate like than Mon Guerlain for some reason. Mon Guerlain feels a little bit more romantic. This feels edgier, a little bit boss woman vibes. You know what I mean? This is more romantic and soft and sweet to me. So definitely recommend this as well. Great, amazing fall vanilla fragrance. This also has an ambergris note, which definitely gives it a slightly animalic, sexy nuance to the fragrance. A little bit like that musky, sexy scent. It's definitely a beautiful fragrance, quite different from Mon Guerlain. So they are worth testing out both separately if you only want one. Or if you have one, don't think that you're good without the other. You know what I mean? Like, test them out both. You might be surprised by which one you prefer, and you might be surprised by how different they actually are as well, and how differently you might wear them. Like I said, I don't wear these on same occasions, and actually that's why I have a much bigger dent in the Mon Guerlain. Mon Guerlain I will wear at home, okay? Very rarely will I wear this just to chill out at home. I don't know if that says something, but there you go. I need to usually be going out, even if it's just for a walk or something, or going out to run errands, I'll wear this. But for some reason, I don't really wear it around the house. So, love these both. Libre Intense by Yves Saint Laurent. Next, we have Skylar Vanilla Sky. This is just a beautiful, casual vanilla hug of a fragrance. Personally, I think you could wear this year round, but I definitely feel like it's very appropriate and inviting for the fall time. This is definitely a little bit gourmand. It has some cappuccino, that's the coffee note in here, so it's definitely more of a milky coffee fragrance. It has a really good dose of vanilla, of course, and also has some caramel in here. So it's definitely more on the gourmand side. There is some cinnamon in here, which I detect in the smallest amount. I detect it in the amount that I love having cinnamon in my coffee. So it's basically like that. There's a little bit of dash of cinnamon in your milky coffee, not bitter coffee, milky coffee, okay? Yeah, it's a dessert coffee sort of fragrance, but it's still very airy, okay? It's not dense and heavy and very strong in that sense. It does still stick around for me, but it's definitely on the lighter side, and that's why I think you can wear it year round. But because of the notes and the way they come together with that cinnamon and the caramel and the vanilla cappuccino, it definitely gives me fall vibes. So beautiful fall, everyday, casual fragrance, staple vanilla fragrance for the fall time. I could wear this every day. If I was going to work, going to school, class, whatever, you can wear this and just stay at home, which is probably gonna be me. Vanilla Sky by Skylar. next up we have a fragrance by Mancera. This is Mancera Rose Vanille, and this took the whole fragrance community by storm a couple years ago, and I still think it's worth it, you guys. I know this has since been decluttered by many as well. I think this is an amazing fall fragrance. You could wear it in the winter, of course, as well, but I literally have been craving this lately, you guys. I literally get a craving for this. This is definitely gourmand. The rose vanilla combo in here is very boozy, which might be too boozy for some. This is supposed to be very similar, if not almost identical, to Intense Café by Mental. And it's worth mentioning that Mental and Mancera are sister companies. So they use a lot of the same ingredients, a lot of the same fragrance ingredients. And they also make a lot of similar fragrances. Like almost every single Mental fragrance, you can find an equivalent in Mancera and vice versa. And I have not smelled Mental Intense Café, but I have Intense Café Ristretto, and this one, I could almost smell a bit of coffee in it. I'm not the only one apparently who still can smell a little bit of coffee in this, even though there's no coffee in the notes. Some people also say it's almost identical to Intense Café. So, and I say I can almost smell coffee because the Ristretto Intense Café, and actually that's part of the reason I don't have Intense Café, is because I find that if I layer these two, I get a beautiful dose of coffee with that rose vanilla from this one. The Ristretto just has way more coffee, but the base of the Ristretto Intense Café is very similar to this one, which makes me go like, I can kind of imagine what Intense Café smells like then. I really do still get a phantom coffee note out of Rose Vanille. But yeah, like I said, very, very sweet, sticky, syrupy, slightly boozy fragrance, definitely heavy on the rose. So, you know, I mean, it is called Rose Vanille, but yeah, it's not just a pure vanilla fragrance. It has a lot of rose in there. It's a syrupy, sweet rose. There is some lemon and watery notes in the opening, but it's really about that boozy, sweet, vanillic rose to me. And I think it's just perfect for the fall time, the winter time as well. This can definitely get cloying if you don't like a very strong fragrance. If a boozy, syrupy rose vanilla fragrance doesn't sound that great to you, definitely test it beforehand. I mean, test all fragrances beforehand, but you know what I mean. It can be cloying in that sense if you don't want that boozy, syrupy quality. This would definitely be cloying for me at times that I don't want a strong fragrance. But when I want it, when I'm craving it, like in the fall time, I can bathe myself in this, and I will. Love this fragrance. This is Rose Vanille by Mancera. Next up, we have again a fragrance that I love to wear mostly year round, maybe not so much in the summertime, but definitely spring, fall, and winter. This is a beautiful, well-rounded, easy to wear gourmand vanilla fragrance. This is Van Cleef and Arpels Orchidée Vanille. This is a fragrance that is just, like I said, it's just so easy to wear. Okay, like it's gourmand, it's a little bit powdery, it's well-rounded and complex enough, but you don't need to be going anywhere fancy or specific to wear this. I could wear this out as well as wear it in just on my couch or working from home, you know what I mean? And that's what makes it such a beautifully versatile, ubiquitous fall vanilla fragrance for me. What I love about this fragrance is that it has the chocolate and violet in it, which I thought that I didn't like that combo because I find it a little bit too stuffy in Mancera's Choco Violette, which I have. This, however, is beautiful, and that's why I pick up very heavily on that chocolate and the violet, because I get that combo in Choco Violette by Mancera. I find it too much in that one. If you love those combos, if you love that combo, if you love those notes, check that one out. This one though is a little bit smoother. It has a little bit more vanilla in there. It's a little bit more blended all together, less prominent on that chocolate and violet, definitely more vanilla forward. It has a little bit of a floral quality, of course. It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit sweet, it's a little bit gourmand, it's a little bit woody, so easy to wear any occasion, and it's quite addictive. The only downside is you do need to spray quite a bit of this if you want it to project and give a lot of sillage. and you want to leave a trail, but that is also what makes it maybe a little bit more versatile. You're not going to choke out the room, and you can wear it every day as well. This is a fragrance that like you can go through pretty quickly because of that reason. This is one I literally get a craving for as well. Absolutely worth the hype in my opinion. Beautiful fragrance, and I would say that if you really like this fragrance but you would like something that's a little bit tad darker, more woody, I would go for Bois Doré. This is also a beautiful woody vanilla fragrance. Orchidée Vanille is my personal everyday fragrance favorite, but if you want something that's a tad bit more unisex, they're both unisex, but you know what I mean, a little bit more unisex, some people would say is more masculine leaning, a little bit darker, a little bit woodier as well, and has still that prominent almond and vanilla in there. I would say Bois Doré might be a great choice for you as well. Yeah, beautiful fragrance as well, but my first choice is going to be Vanille Orchidée for the vanilla fragrance for fall. That's Van Cleef & Arpels Orchidée Vanille. Next up, we have a beautiful, warm, spicy ambery vanilla. This is by YSL Parfum, and this is Divine Vanille by Olivier Pecheux. This is an underhyped fragrance for sure on YouTube in the fragrance community. Beautiful vanilla fragrance, beautiful, warm, spicy, ambery vanilla fragrance, balsamic, a little bit powdery, but still creamy with that vanilla. You have that beautiful cinnamon and sage in the opening that I just love. You have a beautiful dose of incense in here. You have some creamy osmanthus as well, and just a deeply resinous balsamic vanilla in the base. This definitely evokes fall for me. It also evokes a little bit of Christmas vibes, so I would also repurpose it for Christmas time, but definitely get fall vibes from this one. Just a beautiful everyday fall vanilla fragrance. Again, similarly to, I would say, Orchidée Vanille, you could wear this anytime, every day. Doesn't have to be a special occasion, though if you do wear it during a special occasion, it's very refined and elegant and beautiful and appropriate for that as well. Just an underrated gem if you ask me. That is Divine Vanille by Olivier Pecheux or YSL Parfum. Next up, we have what I consider to be the best warm, spicy, strong, ambery vanilla in my collection personally, and that is Lune Féline by Atelier des Arts. This is a beautiful, very warm, spicy, ambery, balsamic vanilla, very resinous, very enveloping. It's very strong on the cardamom without being sharp in any way. I do think you need to like that spice and that strong amber quality to it, but in my experience, there are some fragrances that are too sharp in their warm spiciness, especially with that cardamom note. In this one though, it's just so perfectly balanced with that rich, deep, sweet vanilla. I just love this fragrance. I think this is one of the best vanilla fragrances, period. But definitely one of the best, if not the best, in my personal collection, warm, spicy, ambery vanillas. So that cardamom is definitely equally balanced with and by the cinnamon in here. You also get some ambergris and some woody notes in here as well, which definitely give it a more complex and nuanced quality to the fragrance. There are some green notes as well in here, but I really don't detect them, to be honest, personally. I mainly get that really beautiful balsamic vanilla in here due to the Peru balsam and the Tahitian vanilla. And the vanilla in this fragrance is just next level in my opinion. Beautiful fragrance. To give you an idea, between this and Annie, I know I might be breaking some hearts, but I love Lune Féline that much. This is definitely one that I will continue wearing in the cold weather. It will definitely hold its own and shine in the winter as well. But I'm gonna start wearing it in the fall, especially on those cold fall days. This is it. This is the vanilla fragrance to wear, Lune Féline by Atelier des Arts. Next up, we have another beautiful woody vanilla fragrance, this time by the house of Xerjoff. This is Bouquet Idéale. It has some spice in it as well. It's so good though, you guys. So perfect for fall. It's also sweet enough. It's definitely unisex though. It has some beautiful nutmeg and cinnamon. I love the combo of cinnamon and nutmeg together. The woods in here, we have some papyrus, we have some sandalwood, we have some gaiac wood. You also have some cedar in here, of course, but I mainly get that gaiac wood with the sandalwood and a hint of that papyrus. There's some beautiful vanilla, some coumarin, tonka. In the base, you have some tobacco blossom in there, which I guess is giving it that slight floral element, but it's really mainly all about the vanilla and the woods and the slight spice. Very smooth fragrance. There's nothing harsh or sharp in this fragrance. It's very smooth, it's very well-rounded, it's very mellow in vibes, even though it is a strong fragrance. And this is just such a beautiful fragrance. Definitely will wear it in the wintertime as well, but I feel like it's very appropriate for the fall time, and I can't wait to get to wear this because I was not going to wear this, and I wasn't wearing this in the spring and summer, right? So beautiful, well-rounded, woody vanilla. We have Bouquet Idéale by Xerjoff. Next, how could I not mention, right? Very, very well loved by fragrance enthusiasts and casual fragrance lovers alike. This is Kayali Vanilla 28, a beautiful gourmand floral vanilla, brown sugar vanilla fragrance. Definitely gourmand, but also equally floral. This is sticky sweet. This is a fragrance that almost gets better with age. When you first get it, it won't be this dark. It gets dark pretty quickly. That's from the vanilla in this fragrance. And it's just beautiful. This also layers so well with so many fragrances, any fragrance basically, and you can wear this anytime, you know, whether it's staying in, going out. People will probably compliment you if you care about that as well. And beautiful fragrance. Vanilla, brown sugar, sweet, a little bit ambery, more on the gourmand edge. This smells like a beautiful gourmand brown sugar vanilla fragrance with some floral qualities to it. You can wear this all year round, of course, as well, but I especially love to wear it in the fall time. That's Kayali Vanilla 28. Next up, we have another perfect vanilla fragrance for the fall time. I almost think this was made for fall. This is a Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues. I just recently noticed it doesn't actually have woods in the actual notes breakdowns, but it definitely smells woody. But what I mainly get is that caramel. It's like a caramelized ambery vanilla fragrance. So, well, it does have some rose, it has some pear. I get a little bit of a rosy element. The pear is more of a sort of earthy, woody pear. And so most fragrances, when they have pear in it, takes on more of that juicy, fresh quality. This one's definitely more of a earthy, woody pear in here. And I mainly get that caramel in here. Caramel, vanilla, which comes off as a woody vanilla, like caramelized woods, if that were a thing. Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues, definitely very cozy smelling, a little bit gourmand, can be worn every day, any occasion. I will wear this at home. I don't have to be going out to wear this. And this is also a fragrance that was not a love at first sniff for me. So worth mentioning. It took me a while to really fall in love with it, but now I really, really love it. I also, every time I wear it, my son comments and thinks I'm like making some delicious caramel treat. Sadly, I have to break it to him, it's just a perfume, but he definitely gets that strong caramel note in here. And I agree, it's just such a cozy, beautiful caramel vanilla hug of a fragrance. Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues. And then last but certainly not least, this is my favorite fall vanilla fragrance that I love to take out for the fall time. I wear it exclusively in the fall and not at all the rest of the year, basically. This is Lalique Le Parfum. This is a beautiful aromatic vanilla. It has a very prominent bay leaf opening, immediately followed by the vanilla in here, a rich vanilla tonka sort of scent. It has some almond in here, some powdery heliotrope, and some jasmine, but it's mainly all about that bay leaf for me and the vanilla. This gives me fall vibes all the way. I also feel like it's quite unique, and I feel like it's very underrated. This is also quite affordable, which is very surprising considering the quality of the fragrance and the packaging itself as well. Lalique is a glassware design company, so their fragrance bottles tend to be, not all of them, but a lot of them are very beautiful and meant to be displayed, you know? So this is no different right over here. Beautiful fall vanilla fragrance. You get mainly that vanilla tonka in the base. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit powdery, not too sweet though, still very aromatic. Beautiful fragrance, definitely could be unisex. Yeah, highly recommend Lalique Le Parfum for the fall time if you're a vanilla lover. So you guys, I could have mentioned so many other vanilla fragrances as well, but these are the ones that specifically stood out for me as the vanilla dominant fragrances that I was looking forward to wearing this fall. I would love to hear your choices down below. There are so many beautiful fall vanilla fragrances out there. Let me know down below what your favorite is. Let me know also what makes a good fall vanilla fragrance in your opinion. And if you would like to see some more videos from me in the future, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you can be notified of future uploads. Until we see each other again, take care of yourself. I'll see you very soon. Bye.